What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review for the Real Housewives of Dubai. This is going to be season number 2, episode number 11, you guys. And this episode, it is titled, what is this episode titled, you guys? It was how to hold your horses. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode of The Real Housewives of Dubai. Shall we? All right, you guys. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Sorry that it's late. Um, Earlier today, work was very hectic, so wasn't able to get to this video when I, was didn't get to watch the episode till later, and then didn't get to do the video earlier. So my apologies, you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the episode, shall we? So I don't know where I want to start up with, but we all know that the ladies are back from their trip. Actually, I guess we'll start up with let's see. We'll start up with Ayan, I believe. But let me get her on the screen really quickly. So bear with me as we get her on the screen. So Ayan, so we see Ayan. So Ayan went out to dinner with her husband Chris, right? And so she was talking to Chris about, you know, um, Bali, right? And here's the thing with Ayan. I like Ayan. I go up for Ayan. But when it comes to Ayan, I need Ayan to be realistic for me because I don't get her in this whole thing. Because it's almost as if Ayan wants to make herself the victim and you're not the victim. So it's a little bothersome to me that she's doing this. My bad. Damn it. It's just a little bothersome to me that she's doing this, and I have an issue with it. But you guys can tell me what you think, right? But they were first before she got there. When she got there, they were talking about her son Taj. So you guys, she was talking about how Taj called her while she was in Bali, saying that his dad was trying to get make him cook, right? I agree with her husband that he should know how to cook since he's going off to college. Because before I left my mom's house and stuff, I knew how to do all that kind of stuff. I was cooking, cleaning, everything in my house. So it wasn't nothing that I didn't know how to do. So I absolutely agree with her husband. But yeah, we got that. So then they did get down to the stuff that happened in Bali, right? So they talked about she and Lisa, and she told Chris that she and Lisa they were able to make them. They were able to squash their issue, so to speak, right? And which I'm glad that they were. But the question, I have a big question of because currently, right now, they're not like cool with each other. I don't think they're cool at all, and I just would love to know what happened in between the season filming, where yes, we had the situation with Stanberry, but I just wonder what happened between then and now because it's I'm really confused, like super confused what's happened with these two. But my thing with Ayan is talking about how hurt she was by Lisa and the comment that Lisa said that she would never she would never be able to trust Ayan. And here's my thing. Do I think Lisa may have put you know, do I think Lisa may have overdone it a little bit? Just a tad bit, right? I will say a tad bit. But I can't. The thing is, I won't say I can't speak for Lisa, right? So I can't say how she should feel and how she shouldn't feel. But that's where Ion's thing is. She's more hurt by that than she is anything else, and it's like you're more hurt by the fact that Lisa said she couldn't trust you. I'm kind of confused. I'm very confused, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, right? In the comment section below. So after that, we see Ion. Excuse me, y'all. After that, we saw Ion. So Ion went to go see a woman. I think her name was Huda or something like that. She's in, I guess she's in the beauty industry as well. So she and Ion, they were talking, and they were just going over business. I did like the fact that the woman was imparting, her expertise, her knowledge of the industry on Ion, telling Ion that she should get into like Sephora, and she asked Ion, does she want her to use her connects, and Ion was like, absolutely. So I was here for that. I was here for that. I just like that whole entire scene because it just felt like this was someone who was genuine and wanted to genuinely help Ion. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section there, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next scene, you guys. So next up, and if I leave anything out, feel free to leave it in the comments and in the live. But next up is Lisa, you guys. So we see Lisa. So Lisa is back home, and she's talking to Rich about what happened in Bali as well, right? And so with Lisa, the thing with Lisa, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Lisa was wrong for saying she doesn't trust Ion. That's not gonna be something that I'm gonna say. But like I said, you guys can definitely tell me what you guys think and feel in the comments, and we can discuss it there. But for me, like I said earlier, I still think that Ion is putting 20 on 10, right? Lisa was talking about how she felt when Ion slammed the door in her face. Even Ion was like, she said, told her, get the F out of the room. And like I'll say again, I just don't understand. I don't understand this with Ion. I truly don't. Now, Rich did ask Lisa, like, what did you say anything to Ion in front of the group? And she was like, no, I didn't say anything to her, right? So then Lisa also told him that she's going to be having lunch with Stanberry, and we'll see that come up a little bit later in the episode. And that's really all we got with Lisa. Nothing else. So we'll pause here and move on to the next person, you guys. So who's next? Let's go ahead. I should have started with her, Sarah. Let's talk about Sarah real quick because I got a few things to say about Sarah. Because Sarah in this scene right here looked and sounded plumb stupid. There go an airplane flying over my apartment at 11 o'clock at night. Sarah in this particular scene looked and sounded a plumb fool. So Sarah had Nina and Saba over to her home, right? And she was telling them about her maid. Well, I don't like the term maid, so I will say housekeeper, the nanny, whatever you want to call that woman, right? But they were talking about her, and girl, I would have beat that woman's ass. I'm sorry. I would have beat the brakes off that hoe. Now, Sarah's talking about the woman put her cameras down. Baby, this ain't your house. Don't put no cameras down in my house. Then Sarah was like, the woman had men in and out of her, men plural, not singular, one man. She had multiple men in and out of her house. Baby, I would have fired her right there. I would have fired her. I would have beat her ass. And then I would have turned her over to the authorities. So what happened is the woman the men that were coming in. Sarah went to the woman's WhatsApp, and she found that the woman had the men asking, what time does the boy go to school? What time does he get home? Like, send me pictures of Sarah, of him, who's there when he gets home from school. And Sarah was wondering if this was a kidnapping thing. I was like, girl, I don't know if this is a kidnapping thing for ransom, or if it's something else that you really should be worried about. Them asking for pictures of your son. And well, it could be a kidnapping thing, but it's. And then they were critiquing how your son looks. Girl, I think it's something else. I don't. I think it's the P word. The CP word. If you I'm not going to say that on here, but child and the P word. Like I feel like it's that, because It's so weird. And then the fact that the bitch was sending them pictures of your son, baby. Again, I would have beat the entire hell out of that lady. Like I would have told her limb from limb, then called the authorities and said, "Hey, come get this hoe, cause I'm pressing charges on her." And then when Sarah was talking about the fact that when she went into the woman's room, her underwear were in there, jewelry. Again, sis wouldn't be walking straight today because she would have a knot. She would be looking like she would have a jug. She would be looking like Martin with the knots all over his face because I would have beat the hell out that lady. Like I would have tore her. Like don't. That's weird. That is so freaking weird that you're sending pictures of her young son. Like I just think that that's odd. So Sarah said that the woman's in jail, and I'm glad that lady's in jail, baby. That lady, I hope that lady never sees a light a day. Throw her in the cell where there is no sunlight in that muff. Like that is weird. That is so weird to me. So then this is where Sarah really lost me in this particular scene. Sarah is talking about Akeem. Sarah, you a fool for giving up $45,000 because of Akeem's jealousy. Baby, ain't no way in all of God's green earth would I have done something so stupid. But Sarah says that she decided not to go on that podcast for $45,000. A fool is what I call you, Sarah. Because what? Why would you do that? Is this man taking care of you and your son? Because if he ain't, then tell him to kick rocks. Tell him to kick rocks. Deuces, in the words of Chris Brown. Like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. Like, no, ma'am, Pam. Wouldn't have happened, right? So then Sarah said that Akeem had a photo shoot where he was making about $3,000 or $4,000. So she asked him to give up the photo shoot. Do you think Akeem gave up that photo shoot? Absolutely not. She said he went to the photo shoot. I was like, you bet your bottom dollar. I bet your bottom dollar he did. Like he thinks like, okay, he probably like, oh, I got a stupid girl on my hand. You know, if I tell her don't take a photo, do something, and she say no, then she gonna do it. Like, let that man go. Let that man go. But then, like I said, you want to call him thirsty. Sarah, you the thirsty one, sweetie pie. Thirsty and stupid. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that I would give up $45,000 for a person that I'm not married to, not in a relationship with, don't share no kids with, don't share nothing with. But I'm gonna give up $45,000. Part of me is starting to believe that that's BS, that's cap, as the kids say. I'm not buying it, Sarah. I'm not buying that. That ain't logical and that ain't feasible, in my personal opinion. But hey, it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think, and we will go ahead and move on to the next person, you guys. Next up, you guys, we move over to Stanberry. So we see Stanberry and Sergio, so they're talking, right? She's telling him how in Bali the friendships imploded, right? And they did implode. They did implode, but the thing what I will say with Stanberry is you played a part in you played a part in this, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, everything is on Stanberry, because it's not. It's not. Like Ion has a part, Lisa has a part, Stanberry has a part, even Sarah has a part. I believe. Even I believe Sarah has a part. But you guys, let's go ahead and keep moving. So she told Sergio that she's going to be meeting up with Lisa and that she just wants to talk to Lisa, apologize to Lisa, and let her know that she wasn't really trying to come in between Lisa and Ion's relationship. And honestly, I don't think that Stanberry did come in between Lisa and Ion's relationship. I think the issue was the fact that Lisa, and this is just me, making a wild guess, right? I think that Lisa felt as if like, damn, Ayan, like I share something with you in confidence, and then you went back and you told Stanberry, who you know I'm not that cool with. So I think that's really more so what it is. Not that Stanberry has come in between them. So after that, we get Stanberry and Sergio talking. Excuse me, and I was talking about her birthday's coming up, right? So she was telling Sergio that she doesn't really, she doesn't really do birthdays. Now, when they showed all the things that Sergio has done for her birthday, I was like, wow, Sergio is really into Caroline. Like he is 100% into Stanberry. And I ain't mad at it, but I don't think she's as into him as he is into her. That's just my thing. So then her daughter came in and let them know that she was going to the beach, right? But the way she was dressed, she looked like she was getting ready to go riding. And so that had Stanberry mentioned that the other black woman was going to be having a polo event that she's invited all the ladies to, right? And so we move from there, and then we get this sit down with Lisa and and Stanberry, right? They both looked good, but Lisa, man, Lisa be on it. Lisa be on it. I love the way Lisa dressed. She is so freaking beautiful. Hey, Ginger Snaps, you said I never watched the Dubai Girls. I have to check them out. Yeah, this season of Dubai has been really good. I've enjoyed it. But yeah, definitely go check them out. They only have two more episodes left of this season, and then the reunion. So Lisa and I and Stanberry were talking about what happened in Bali, and Stanberry apologized to her about this whole thing with her and Ayan and the voice note. She said it wasn't a dig at Lisa or Ayan, and I will say that I do believe her when she says it wasn't a dig. I think what she was trying to do was take a dig at Sarah, but it just backfired on her. That's really what happened, right? So Lisa was like, she was just hurt by the way things looked, how she looked like it looked like she threw Ayan under the bus, and it reminded her of Stanberry that she got last season, right? So Lisa then told her how, you know, especially if you guys watched last season's reunion, when Stanberry was going back and forth with Lisa, she called Lisa an escort, which I didn't understand why she called her an escort. I'll go to Peacock and check out their previous season. Yeah, so they only have one season, so you should be able to get to that one pretty quick. But yes, definitely check Dubai out. The girls really they this season started a little slow, but it's gotten better as the episodes have gone on. So yeah, if you, like I said, if you guys remember last season reunion, which they showed the clip of it on this episode, where Stanberry called her an escort, which I was thinking last season, why did she call her an escort? That was very disrespectful to her, right? And she explained it to her how she felt about being called an escort. It's like, I'm college educated. My parents worked really hard to for me to go to school, for you to diminish that. And then, y'all know when it comes to Dubai, they have this stereotype over there, right? Because I've heard it when it comes to certain, people. Like if you guys watch if you guys ever watch Bad Girls Club, Baddies, Natalie Nunn, right? They say Natalie goes over to Dubai and let the men, you know, go number two on her, right? These are rumors, so I don't know that this is true or not. I'm just saying what I saw on social media. I don't know this to be true about Natalie. I'm not saying that this is a fact. This is stuff that I've saw on social media. So this is allegedly. I don't know this to be true. I have no idea if this is true. I want to repeat that again. I have no idea if this is true about Natalie. This is just stuff that I've heard. This is just stuff that I've saw on social media. So again, I will repeat. This is not something that is factual. These are rumors that I've heard. These are rumors. I'm not saying that they're true. Just putting that out there. So if anybody catches wind of that, it's a rumor that I've never. But I said that to say that that's what they think of. Some people think of black women that go to Dubai, live in Dubai, that they are gold diggers and going over there just for money from the men, and they let the men do whatever to black women, right? So I got how she felt, and she also talked about how judgmental they can be over there, right? So she don't want her kids to be in school and not be invited places because people think that she is a woman, a gold digger or whatever, and that's how they got her husband, right? So Stanberry apologized to her, and I like the fact that Stanberry apologized to her. So then after that, we move on and we see Stanberry and Sergio celebrate her birthday. Man bought her a Birkin. I was like, God, dog. And she just did not look that happy. Like Stanberry didn't look too happy to me. But then I realized why she wasn't happy. And that cake that he got for her, nice cake, but it had so many pictures of him and her on there. I was like, oh God, I would throw this cake over the boat. But he asked her about having a kid, and I was like, Sergio, sir, let that one go, because y'all ain't having no kids. I'm just letting you know, Sergio, you and Stanberry will not be having any children if she has anything to say about it. But let's go ahead and move on and wrap up the episode, you guys. So we get to the polo event. What I will say is, I don't know what Saba had on. It was hideous. I don't know what event she thought she was going to. The other black woman, I don't know what that outfit was she had on. I don't know what Ayan had on. I don't know what Talene had on. Only people that I would say looked good at this polo event, Lisa. Lisa looked amazing. And even Stanberry. I thought Stanberry looked good. But everybody else, I was confused. I don't know what Sarah had on. I just didn't understand Sarah's outfit. I didn't understand Ayan's outfit. I didn't understand Talene's outfit. I didn't understand Saba's ugly ass outfit. And I damn sure didn't understand the other black woman's outfit. And girl, this is your event. How do you throw a polo event and you get outshined by people? Like, I was thoroughly confused by that, because you definitely got outshined by Lisa. You definitely got outshined. But hey, she's a good sport about it. It is what it is, right? So we saw the men there. Rafi was there. Sergio was there. One of his friends was there. And also Michael was invited. I was like, not Michael. Not Michael. So Sarah, she told the ladies about that crazy ass nanny. Like I said a few minutes ago, I would have told that lady limb from fucking limb. Now, a part of this scene that I cracked up laughing at was when Stanberry asked Sergio for some champagne, and that man literally got up to give her the champagne, and Michael said he's pussy whipped. I fucking hollered at that scene. I cracked up laughing when Michael said that that man was pussy whipped, but he is. So Stanberry and Ion, they sat down again. Now, what I will say is I didn't understand why Stanberry was so apologetic to Ion. Like, it to me, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, because as I said earlier, I think there's equal blame to go around. And Stanberry said that in her interview. There's equal blame to go around. Yes, Stanberry was being messy, trying to stir the pot and trying to get shit started, right? But Ayan, you stirred the pot up too by sharing the voice note that Lisa shared with you to Stanberry and to Talene. And then Lisa, you stirred the pot too by sending it to Ayan. But here's the thing that I will say about Lisa. Lisa didn't bring it to the group the way Stanberry did, right? And she only shared it with one person. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. But they all good, and it is what it is, right? So also she was talking about she was trying to be lighthearted. I get that, but you were being lighthearted at the expense of someone else. So you got to take a little bit of accountability. But overall, good episode. So the way that this is going to work out is So the season finale of The Real Housewives of Dubai is going to air on September 3rd. Then September 10th starts the reunion. So I don't know how many parts the reunion has, if it's a 2-part reunion or 3-part reunion. Let's see. September 3rd. It may eh, it may be a 3-part reunion or it could be a 2-parter because you guys know that the Real Housewives of New York City premieres on October 1st. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out, if there might be a week break between Dubai and New York. I don't know because you guys know that September 18th, season 5 of Salt Lake City premieres. I will be back for Salt Lake City. I know that for a fact. I saw the trailer of Salt Lake City. Thought it was a good trailer. So I'm here for Salt Lake City. New York, I'm still on the fence about. I am still on the fence about New York City this season. But we shall see. I did watch the trailer for New York. What I will say about the trailer for New York is it just didn't give me any feels of, oh my God, I gotta watch it. But I think we will try to review New York City this season. Don't hold me to it. Please don't. But hey, you guys, that's all we got for this episode of Dubai. Jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notification. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, please stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.